MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a good repertoire of pitches, and he throws also a knuckle curveball. One guy comes to mind, Mike Mussina, former Oriole and Yankee pitcher, had a real good knuckle curve. It's not an easy pitch to learn, and what's more difficult, it's a difficult pitch for umpires to call strikes, and that's why we don't see a lot of pitchers using it today.
Here's Eric Sogard, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 1-0 home. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Now here it comes. Popped him up. Molina has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain for his career in this matchup. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He also has 1 home run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Flaherty is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
And here's Christian Yelich now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. A bouncer to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Brandon Woodruff, a Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Braun on the run. Running hard. He's digging for second. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Runner at second now as a result of the error, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Matt Carpenter. From the stretch.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
And it's quickly 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled off. Another one sent foul. Wong leads off second with nobody out. Fouled away.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And he fouls this one off.
I didn't realize the pitcher and the hitter were being so charitable today, giving away 7 free souvenirs to the fans. This is one of those epic at-bats. Everyone wins.
Fouled off. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And an unproductive at-bat that time as the runner holds at second with one away now.
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Standing in, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. One out and a runner on second base. Fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the stretch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Yelich is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Paul.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. He's set. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Keston Hiura.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Hiura takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And a big swing there by Braun, but he comes up empty. No balls and 2 strikes.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Here's Justin Smoak now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The windup and the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. First pitch on its way. Looking at his career totals, Molina has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Lays off 1-0. The pitch.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Standing in now, Tommy Edman. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And it's fouled away.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. From the stretch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Two out with the man at first. Goodness. 0-2 now. Bader stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 delivery.
1-1. One ball.
A runner on first with 2 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Another full count pitch on its way, and he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Oh man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Two and 0 now.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
The set and the 2-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Here's the 3-0, and this misses as well. Ball 4, and he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in, Colton Wong. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Maybe not, as this is kicked out there.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. Looking to minimize the damage here. Fouled off. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Carpenter, a native Texan. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted.
Now meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. 1 run is scored, and the runner from second is in to score. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rod.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Hard hit ball to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on just 1 base hit, 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. We've played 2 full. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Brewers nothing. Stepping in, Omar Narvaez, 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the 3rd.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
And he misses there, 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
At the plate, Orlando Arcia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery.
Ball 2.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Now the 2-0. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone! Orlando Arcia with a solo shot, and the Brewers are on the board. It's now a 3-1 score.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
At the plate, Brandon Woodruff, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One out, nobody on. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
Line to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Now batting, third baseman, Eric Kilgore.
Now at the plate, Eric Sogard. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2-0 to the Brewers center fielder.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Taken in by Carpenter. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. But the Brewers get one back on the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Brewers 1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So Paul DeYoung digs in next. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
The 2-1. Three and 2 now. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this is taken out there by Braun for the first out.
The catcher number 4, Yadi Molina.
So one gone here in the St. Louis third. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Slow little roller to third. He's right there. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Stepping up to the plate, Dexter Fowler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Sogard will put this one away, and the side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. 3 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Brewers 1. In is Christian Yelich. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Yelich is retired, and there's 1 away.
Up next to Milwaukee.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Keston Hiura, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2. On deck, the always dangerous Ryan Braun. Now the 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the left fielder Ryan Braun. From the stretch, here's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to Braun. 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors thus far for Milwaukee. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. No balls and a strike to count. 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors thus far for Milwaukee. Lifted down the line in left, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Brewers strand 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Corbin Burns answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Edman. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First delivery to him on the way. This one's down to third. Sogard has it, and that's out number 1.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Here comes the first pitch.
No, inside. Doing out.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Three and 0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
The pitcher, number 22.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. He's set and the pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Up next for the Cardinals, the second baseman, Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Oh and 1, here it comes.
Nope, that's down.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. That's popped up. Braun coming on, but this will land untouched. 2 out here and a runner at second. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cards leave 1, and it's still 3-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for Milwaukee.
Settling in now, Omar Narvaez. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Knuckle curve there off the outside corner. 2-0. Outside. 3-0 now.
Not the way you'd like to start this fifth inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Now here's the pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Here's strike two as the hanging slider was let go. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Brewers get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He homered back in the third inning in this one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is low, but Molina's able to prevent it from getting away. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. So here now is the pitcher, Corbin Burns. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. From the stretch. Line drive base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Into the box now, Eric Sogard. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0.
That's bolted.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. As a look, now the pitch. fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Here's another 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
3-2 pitch. Here's at the knees and called strike 3.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw gets him at first, and even the East German judge gives that one a score of 10 as the side is retired. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. A hit in 2 tries so far.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, that's it.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
The 1-2. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Here's the pitch. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another try at 2-2. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And no messing with Goldschmidt there as he'll take first on ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So a runner on first with one out now, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. From the belt, kicks and deals. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Runners on first with 1 down. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
So coming to the plate, Yadier Molina, no hits to this point.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
The right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Still 1-2. One and 2. Here it is. Ball 2.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit hard to the right, but foul. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Tommy.
Into the box now, Tommy Edman, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
1-0.
One and 0. Here it is. Popped him up. Navarez shading to his right. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. 3 left for St. Louis. They're up 3-2. Next for Milwaukee, Christian Yelich. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Going back is the center fielder. Leaps and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Digging in now, Keston Hiura. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Bader is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Now batting, Ryan Braun. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Brewers sent packing on just 4 pitches. Still a 3-2 ball game. Now in the box, Harrison Bader. A couple of walks for him thus far.
The center fielder, Harrison.
First offering on its way.
Nope. Ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1 misses, ball 2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 2-2.
3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The pitcher, number 22, Jack Flaherty.
Digging in, Jack Flaherty. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
1-0 the count. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. Slow grounder to first. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Colton Wong. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
And that misses inside. 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. Flares this one over toward first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Justin Smoak will be the one that leads things off when we return. We're through 6 full. Cards lead it 3-2. Ryan Helsley is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
For the Cardinals, number 56, Ryan Helsley.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Smoak is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. One and 1 the count to the Brewers first baseman. The 1-1 home. Is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
In now, Omar Narvaez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now the pitch. To 1-2 now. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here now the 2-2.
Four foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 2-2 one more time. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Orlando Arcia.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left.
And that's in there. Base hit.
The pitcher, number 39, for the
Avisail Garcia will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
number 24, Avisail Garcia.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. And he misses 2-1. Two out with the man at first. This pitch is popped up. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the harder plate, a crooked number going on the board.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Eric Sogard will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and two away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes ball one.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
That evens it up 1-1. Big spot. Two out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And it's fouled away. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
The 2-2, and a good fastball swung on and missed for strike three, and the inning is over. Fine work there from the St. Louis bullpen. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the seventh. Get up and stretch. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Brewers 2. Ray Black gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Last half of the seventh here. Here's Matt Carpenter. He was punched out looking at strike three last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the two strikes in this spot. has to put the ball in play.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Yelich is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready once again, Paul Goldschmidt. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, one man out. 2-0.
No strike.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-0 finds the zone, strike one.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
One out, nobody on. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate now, Paul DeYoung, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2 and 2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And another foul ball. Popped him up. Nevarez is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Brewers 2. At the plate, Lorenzo Cain. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Lorenzo Cain.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Fouled off. Fouled away. The next 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1 and 2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On the ground to the right side. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Stepping in now, Christian Yelich, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base, and now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
John Brebbia gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
Standing in now, Keston Hiura, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back in standing. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
He's set. Here it comes. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he falls behind 0-2. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Nope. And that misses 2-2. It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play. And another crisis is averted here as the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. J.P. Fireisen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of the inning now. Digging in once again, Yadier Molina. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Molina.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Three and 0 now. Up in the strike zone, but the take sign was on 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. The 0-1 delivery.
Ball 1.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Nobody out, runner on first. Misses, ball 2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
So now to the plate, Tommy Edman, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's wide, 2-0. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Runners off for second. He pulls this one into right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. The relay, and there's out number 2.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
A runner on first with 2 away. Liner towards second. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And now you might start wondering about a pinch hitter. If that's the case, here's what the Redbirds have left on the bench. Rangel Ravelo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 47.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Comes set, the 0-1.
Count 1-1.
Two down, runners at first and second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The set and the 2-1.
2-2 the count.
Hit on the ground to third. Sogard is there. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Giovanni Gallegos comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Giovanni Gallegos.
In now, Justin Smoke. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First delivery to him on the way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
2-1 now. Here it comes. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Standing in, Omar Narvaez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Has a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first down.
Now back, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Digging in and looking for more, Orlando Arcia. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He's set and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Brock Holt will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 32, Brock Holt.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-1.
That's inside.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get back in safely. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The St. Louis Cardinals took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Jack Flaherty gets the W on the mound. Brandon Woodruff worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.